Shalom, Akim. I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well, and salutations to all the Akim and all four corners of earth who's pushing this truth and sincerity. Shalom, Akim. Yeah, I want to get into this little article right here, man. You know, that says the Catholic priest sexually abused over 600 children. You know, and it says a damaging report has claimed that more than 150 church leaders in the Archdiocese of Baltimore committed offenses against minors, man. So as right now, as Babylon is being revealed, you know, and her under layers are being taken off, and she's being peeled back more and more. We're finding out about the wicked things that she's done, man. You know, the wicked things that she's done. This is one instance. You got the other. I've done a few months back about the incidents in Minnesota and the Dakotas. You know how Esau was had these different schools where they were trying to so-called re-educate Gad, and you know, doing all sorts of heinous things to him. And they had a whole burial ground in the back of one of the schools for him, man. You know, so this devil's being exposed, man. You know, what about the things that he's done to us, man? You know, well, Gad is part of us too as well. But you know, Jake, you know, some of those spots in the South, man, you know, those are straight burial grounds. Down in Florida, a lot of those projects, where those projects are, you know what I'm saying? Come to find out, those were burial grounds. A lot of where those malls are, those were burial grounds where he buried Jake at, man. You know, whether they killed them or just worked them to death and they died or something. You know, but those are burial grounds, man. You know, so Esau's wickedness and atrocities are being uncovered daily, I should say. You know, so let me get into this article. It said the Catholic Archdiocese of Baltimore covered up decades of sexual child abuse by priests and other church leaders dating back as far as the 1940s. The Maryland Attorney General's office has claimed in a damning report following a 4-year investigation, man. You know, more than 600 children were sexually abused at hands of over 150 clergy, nuns, and seminaries and deacons, according to a report which was released on Wednesday. The investigation alleged an introvertible history of pervasive, porneous, and persistent abuse, which was allowed to continue as Dolose's offices chose to safeguard the institution rather than protect the children in their congregations and schools. So this thing happens in the United States quite often, man. Here in Chicago, when it happens, the only thing that'll happen is they'll take the whatever guy got accused, you know, whatever parishman, clergyman got accused, whatever side of Chicago in, they'll take them and move them to another parish, whether it be on the north side or west side, you know, east side, wherever. Man, they'll move him somewhere and keep him under wraps. Like he won't be. I was watching a special on this particular situation. They said that if they get counseling for saying that they can't help but touch kids, then they'll say, okay, well, guess what? We're gonna give you desk work. You know, we're not gonna turn you over to the police, but we're gonna give you desk work. You know, even though you didn't touch up a bunch of kids, you didn't jack them up. We'll just give you desk work. You know, you just work. You'll just sign them up. You know, so keep temptation away from you. So that's how the devil works, man. You know, he covers up his shit, man. So he said the report illustrates the deprived system failure. System failure of the Archdiocese to protect the most vulnerable. The children it was charged to keep safe. Attorney General Anthony Brown said in a statement, the report noted that the sheer number of the abusers and victims, the depravity of the abusers' conduct, the frequency with which known abusers were given their opportunity to continue preying upon children are astonishing, man. In fact, the abusers were allegedly so perversive that some churches and schools had more than one offender on staff at the same time. A parish in Cantonville, Maryland, had 11 separate abusers between 1964 and 2004. Yeah, like I said, I seen an article on this. I mean, I seen the news thing went into this, and they said that in some of these churches, like abusers would go get counseling from the so-called counselor, And they would be sitting up there abusing them. So you would leave one abuser just to go get abused by another abuser. That's jacked up, man. That's just messed up, man. But like I say, in Esau's world, wickedness is abundant, man. But right now, they're saying he's being exposed for the wickedness he's done, man. And these churches, these Boy Scouts, these school groups, man. Esau just can't keep his hands off of little boys, man. That's just what it is, plain and simple, man. And they cover it up. They just cover it up, left and right, man. No land has this devil conquered that he has not put his hands on the kids too, man. That's another safe sound statement, man. You can go over down to Australia with the Aborigines. He's touched them up, the kids. He's done all sorts of things, man. And the list goes on and on. Wherever he goes, he's touched the youth. He jacks them up, man. And he tries to say that he's going to re-educate them, or re-educating them. He's really doing weird stuff to them, These people are crazy. Yeah, doing weird stuff to them. Isaiah 9:16, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed, man. So these idiots that believe in this church stuff, man, these idiots that believe in these Catholics and these Catholic parishioners and going to them, especially our people who are sending them to be baptized and go get the word. You're messing the kids up, man. You're messing them up in the long run, man. My people went to Catholic churches and stuff like that. In the area we lived in, them clergymen came down on them because there was a handful of niggas in that church, and there was nothing but Edomites. So a lot of these Baltimore churches but they don't discriminate, man. You got down in you had the football team. What was this? Penn State football team, man. The whole staff in town, everything was getting caught up left and right, man. That layer went so deep they had to call off the investigation because it damn near was about to just bankrupt the whole fucking football program. The whole college could have went bankrupt, man, for the lawsuits and people, and there's still lawsuits out there, man. But I'm pretty sure they swept them under the rug, or Esau has something in his court system called a statute of limitation. So if you don't hurry up and report that you got raped or you got touched, you might not be able to you might not be able to report it. This fucking devil. Yeah, man. At the end of the day, man, Esau, he runs this, and his Catholic church is his money maker, But at the end of the day, let me bring us out. This is Psalm 37:1. Fear not thyself because of the evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. So we ain't envious of these devils. We're just going to continuously point them out, man. Workers of inequity, man. Workers that do wickedness, man. That's what their hands do, man. Psalms 37:2. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good. So shall thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed, man. So very soon, because a lot of these church groups, they come as a guise of help. They come in as the guys that we're coming to establish this to help you out to get this and that. And they really just coming once again for surveillance and also to take the kids somehow, some way, man. They have a track record of abducting kids, of trying to talk about they re-educating them, and what's another word? Americanizing. They got all sorts of words they'll use for them, man. But it's all Esau's tricks, man. And right now, it's coming to an end, man, and we're exposing, man. We're exposing. That's our job, man, to expose this devil, man. This is Proverbs 28:5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. Better is the poor that walketh in his uprightness than he that is perverse in his ways, though he be rich, man. Esau is rich and he's very perverse in his ways, man. So keep your trust in the Lord, man. Seek the Lord for all things, man. And right, like I'm saying, man, right now the Lord is exposing this devil left and right. And there's nothing he can do and say about it, man. All he's doing is trying to rearrange his house right now as we speak. Like I said at the beginning, all they'll do is take some of these clergymen and move them around. They're moving to different sections of the church. But at the end of the day, this is exposing time, man. It's a big exposing. and it makes matters worse. He's even raping his own, man. You know, I can't forget that, man. You got movies out about some of these dudes, these revenge movies, these revenge killings. I can't think of the movie right now, but it was a damn good one about how the clergy members in Boston was raping them 7 kids or whatever, and they came back for revenge, and you know, it went haywire. But it was what it is, man. It is what it is, man. You know, we're gonna wait for the Lord for vengeance with the Lord pertaining to us, man. You know, you Israelites, man. For all of us that, you know the history of Esau here in Babylon, you know, from, like I say, or even the world, man. You know, we're going to have to wait on the Lord because we can't do anything right now, man. You know, the Lord is our power, man. You know, Proverbs 28, and I'm going to start back at 5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. Better is the poor that walketh in his uprightness. So continue to walk in your uprightness. Yes, we are the poor, man. Yes, we are the meek of the earth, man. And the Lord has great things promised for us if we continuously do his work, man. And be found doing his work when he comes back, man. With that being said, this edifying. Shalom, Akim.